They can say they're not scarred by it, and I don't believe it because methinks the lady doth protest too much. The honest ones say that was a stupid way to spend my 20s. I wish I hadn't have done it. That's what the honest ones say.
You're tuned in to Kaz TV.
Like, there are consequences to everything. And we
Speaking of
kind of
that,
lied about that.
speaking of that, Carla, we want to get wanted you to get your reaction to a couple videos. One of them is talking about this very topic. Let me pull it up real quick where we can all see it. All right, Carla, you still there?
Yep. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I didn't. I was
child
sure.
needed me.
That's all good. That's more important than this. Okay, so want to get your reaction to this video right here. Let's choose a good layout where you can see what's going on. So for anyone that can't see that, it says life advice. While you're waiting for the right one, don't forget to have fun with all the wrong ones. What's your thought about that?
Wrong. 100% wrong. Wrong.
You want to elaborate?
Number one. So much trauma comes along with the bad boys. We women are not men. We just don't have flings here and there. There are emotional consequences to giving our psyche and our body away to men who are going to treat them badly, but are a fun, good time. Okay? They can say they're not scarred by it, and I don't believe it because methinks the lady doth protest too much. The honest ones say that was a stupid way to spend my 20s. I wish I hadn't have done it. That's what the honest ones say.
So why would somebody advise someone to do that then?
Women my age do it because they missed out on it and they think it was really fun, but they missed it. So they then encourage the younger women to do what they missed. And it's a very toxic sort of thing. Obviously, the culture encourages them to do it because that's more young, beautiful, not ran through girls to enjoy. They don't care what happens to them when they're 30 and 35. They want the pretty ones out there and willing and down for fun. Okay. But what they don't know is when they're 35 and their ability to bond is impaired, and when they have a good man looking for them and he sees that on their Instagram and he hears a story, like, he's gonna cringe. He's just gonna cringe.
Okay, C-Love, Chris, if you saw that, what would you think? Because I know Chris and C-Love, you guys both, for anyone that doesn't know, they were both on major reality TV shows. On yours, C-Love, yours was on CW, and then Chris, yours was on MTV, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they both made it very far into the show and everything, and so they have a lot of women following them. If you saw somebody that was into you and you were kind of into them, and then they had something like that, you found out that was their mentality, what would you think? Would that change your view of them? And C-Love, you can go ahead and go first if you want.
Yeah, I would say certainly, definitely, probably change my view. Any man wants a woman who he thinks is loyal and isn't gonna like cheat on him. Number one, but also number two, I mean, I think there's something to say about a woman who hasn't been around the block too many times. That might not be popular to say, but I mean, it's the truth. And so I think if I did see something like that, yeah, it might be a red flag for me.
Why?
it just goes back to that, like
Because
Carla
it gives
said,
you,
like,
because it gives you the ick.
yeah,
It
like
gives you
Carla,
that that's not what a girl's, but that's like not what the mother of my children's supposed to do.
right,
I'm not
right.
saying I agree with it. I
No,
just gotta push back to some of the questions.
It just
she
gives
used
me the ick. Like he can't explain it. He just has a visceral reaction.
the term, used up. I mean, that's where I go. That's where my mind goes. It seems like it's been used up, maybe.
I mean, I wouldn't even say my mindset or my perspective of that woman has changed because, like, for me, there's so many, especially now, like, there's so many levels you got to get to for me to even get to the point where I may pursue you, right? And I mean, like, really pursue you. So if I see something like that, it's no love
Next,
lost because I'm just like,
next,
okay,
next.
like the next one, right? You know what I mean? Because like you get to a point, especially when you're a man and especially when you're kingdom, especially when you're trying to find that wife, right? You praying for it, right? To where there's certain things you're just not even willing to accept at this point. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like not even try to mold or multiply or multiply or cultivate or anything like that. So if you see certain things about their mindset, how they live their life, how they think, how they portray themselves, it's just like, no, I'm good. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just not even going to give you that type of energy. Even if maybe the flesh part of us must be like, oh man, like she looks the part, but then she doesn't have this or that's what I'm finding a lot. Like, there's so many women. It's just y'all and people might kill me. I
well,
don't know, but it's like it's always like missing something. Like you know what I mean? Like they look the part, but then there's no spiritual maturity, right?
right.
Or they're not focused on the kingdom, or they want you to just sponsor and pay for everything all the time, 24/7, and they just have a worldly mindset, or they think all the right things, right? They're on the right level spiritually. They know, but then they don't look the part, right? And they're not taking care of their body, and they're not doing those things that obviously as men you want your woman to be aesthetically pleasing as well. So it's just like man, it's like I can't find both, right? And then there's another times when you do, right, and do put yourself out there and you do, give it your all, and then it don't work out, and it's like, dang, well, I don't look at it as necessarily wasted time, but it's like, man, now I just spent all this time, effort, energy pouring into this one person, and it didn't turn out how you wanted it, and you kind of look at it like a failure, and it's like, man, man, for that next one that may come around, she gonna have to be, but you don't want to be like, oh, she got to be perfect, right? But
Right.
it makes you think, nah, that next one gonna have to be something serious for me
Okay,
to even do that.